continuing down. So you got those. The only thing is you need to see if you're creating what is it called, higher lows. That's what you're looking at, but I'll show you guys what I mean. But I feel like we are coming into a pullback. All right, so let me share screen. And this is the time where you really don't want to go long any positions. I mean, we're in Walmart, but you know, Walmart's kind of holding its own right now, guys. You can even see like pre-market. You could probably see the exact price of where we're at, Ruth Ann, pre-market, but we're like up here somewhere.
Yeah, 159.22.
Yeah, so we'll open up a little higher. 159.22, you said?
Yes.
So we're back down here.
159.22.
I saying 159.54. I mean pre-market.
Really? I have 159.22 on Robin. Where are you looking at?
Trading View.
Okay, probably that's why. I find those brokerages, all of them will be off by a few cents.
Yeah, 22 was the close, I think.
That's what the Robinhood still has, I guess.
Yeah.
And you could see we hit a low of 447 pre-market. So you see this M here, which is kind of like a double top. I don't know. I feel like, and even with this close yesterday on SPY, you see this close right here, it closed below 451. So you could actually, 451 is now the new resistance. So 451 would be a good entry for your puts. And you could see that the next level down is 443. There's no real support. There's no support. And as you can see, when that breakout happened, there was not much consolidation. I mean, you got the 449 here, but it's not that strong. This is a stronger support. So you're looking at the strongest support. And the fact that we closed below 451, and this is what I said, if we fall below 451, is the difference between falling below 441 and closing, but we actually closed below it. I mean, 451, sorry. We closed below it.
Yeah.
So that's, I've seen the indication in Microsoft, I'm telling you guys, before SPY, because I'm like, Microsoft. And when I was looking at them, I seen like they were ready for some pullback. And, you know, of course, equities, tech, all of them is generally in alignment. Sometimes Apple might be off and moving a little faster. Let's see where Apple is right now.
I know.
I kind of wish I didn't get stopped out of Apple, damn it. But yeah, so you can even see, let's see, they hit a low yesterday of 192.
Oh yeah.
They
they're still there
190 this morning. Well, they hit a low of 190. So that anytime you hit a low, that's an indication of more lows coming.
Yeah.
You know, so a good probably entry where Apple would be back at 191. Let me see, because now you're looking at, or 194, because now you're looking at entry areas. Okay, so remember, you want to try to get in at the top. And see, let's look at Microsoft too.
So SPY would be good on the put.
So you see how they're below these levels, but of course this is the weekly, it hasn't closed yet, but look at the daily.
Right.
You know, and it's in alignment with SPY. I mean, your better entry would be around 332, 333 though. But sometimes and you can see even pointing down, but sometimes when the bears come in, they come in so strong, it's hard to get these entries back at the top. So, you know, you could do maybe 330, possibly 331. You could probably put an entry in like an automated order for 330, and then 333, just depending on how strong they are. Because if they hit 330, then at least you're in. If they hit 33, it's even better. You know, so maybe you can put a couple contracts up here, you know, automated contracts up here, because, and that's the thing, you're looking for the pullback. If you're going to do puts, and puts can fall, they can fall hard. Look, this is all downtrending right now. This is the 4 hour. Yeah, we're oversold, but we're below the 200 MA. 200 MA there. We're below the 200 MA here. And this is what I'm saying, like below the 200 MA here. So when you see us all below the 200 MA, you see it weak like this, creating new lows. Yeah, that's a sign. Breaking support levels on the daily. Like, yeah. I mean, here you had one below, but it picked up the very next day. But here we're still pre-market low, hitting new lows. We're hitting new lows. So, and just like with calls, you'll have some pullbacks and then it'll come up. Same thing with puts. You'll come up a little bit.
Right.
But the thing is, generally, if you're downtrending, it's going to be a lower high. Like you got this high, 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 high. So even if you come up and you hit a lower high, this will be consistent with your downtrend. So you want to try to get in at the next lower high, which is about
Right.
right there, which would still be under the 200 MA.
Yeah.
All right. And even though I was premature on Apple, like I know what I see as an analyst, you know what I mean? Like I was very premature with them, but you can see here that they rejected it. It took, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of time for them to reject. Here, he falling below this flag takes them down to the next level here, which is about 186. Falling below here. Let's take this off so we can really see it. And they hit a low pre-market of 190, which is about right here. And especially if they open up below this support level, because they didn't really fall below it yesterday, but if they open up below it, yeah, it's a sign of a break. Right now, they're 191, they're right below it. See, this is the support on the daily, and they're a little bit below it right now. And let's see what their volume looks like. Yeah, they're pointing down right now on the 4 hour. They're heading, this support that I just put was the 200 MA on the 4 hour. So that's how you can know it's a legitimate support. They may come back up to 194 before they fall. 1 hour, they're oversold. See, that's what I'm saying. If they come up back here, gives them a little bit of momentum here to keep going down. So just be careful, guys, because like I am seeing like bearish momentum in the market.
Yeah. It's a lot of bearish momentum.
Yeah.
But we were kind of anticipating this pullback anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nothing is surprising about that.
Yeah, because we knew that it was coming either way.
Yeah.
It's a matter of when. Look at SQQQ riding this wave. Look, now I'm starting to recalculate support and resistance. You know how long we've been on this right here? We've been in these areas forever.
You see what I was saying about buying the SQQ stock? I knew it was going to be rising soon. Shoot.
Yeah, because when these pullbacks happen, look, they're out pre-market above. Look at the difference above the 200 MA. Above the 200 MA. Yes, they'll probably pull back, test this level as support again, but they're still stronger. They're coming up on the 200 MA here on the 4 hour. And that's probably where they're going to head next, right here.
Yep.
They got to get through this. Got to get through this little area here, which they may come back down and test this level again, possibly consolidate, because see, they were consolidating here, but they could consolidate, and then be on top of the ceiling here, then burst through to this 200 MA. Because they are overbought on the 1 hour, just like SPY's oversold, but they're still above the 200 MA. They're still showing more strength. Look at this W. 4 hour. Yeah. So if you're in any calls positions, we just get your money and go. Get your money and go.
Get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah. Makes me want to look at Walmart again.
I know, right?
Damn it. Let's see. But Walmart, I do like the fact that they're staying above here on the 4 hour.
Exactly.
That we're staying in this little square right here. If we can maintain this little square right here, that's, it's at least it's a peace of mind.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Walmart because remember, all the time SPY was going down, Walmart was actually going up. So it's
they kind of they don't really run with SPY.
Right. So that doesn't.
Yeah, and as you can see with Walmart, this is the monthly candle. I mean, this was last month's close. This is where we're at right now. So, even like this area, we're still pretty tight up here at the top of Walmart, as long as we
Right.
can maintain this, because I mean, once this candle hasn't even, it just started. It just started. Imagine
Mhm.
looking at the hour and seeing the next candle open up on the hour, right? And you're waiting for that candle to
Right.
complete its hour formation. Like this wouldn't worry you. You know what I mean? If
Mhm.
you're looking at it on the hourly, it would worry you when it starts going down and breaking below your supports and stuff.
Right.
So you
So
kind
that's why I had a question, Des. So when you said you had moved up your stop loss, I'm surprised. Like for me, if I was doing it, I would have moved up my stop loss to 57, but you said you put it at 55.
Yeah, I
Like,
put mine at 55 because the thing is, well, one, remember, I went far out. So it's not
yeah.
as strong, like the volatility. So
Okay.
my P&L isn't going to be as crazy as if you went out 3 months, or if you went out,
Okay.
you have weekly contracts. Also, it gives room for it to go like, so right here, I did my stop. Let's see, let's clear it, because I did it at 155.04, because this is what I used here, right here,
Mm-hmm.
right there. Because even if the wick touches it over here, as long as it don't fall below, you see how you have this wick here, which this low wick was like 153.43 or something. So the wick should be, even if it goes down all the way, it should be higher. It should not be lower in order to still maintain the uptrend. So, but as the stock moves up, so will my stop. So if we can get past, at least the next stop for me would be up here. But we got to keep going, which is about 156.5. So this would be the next stop, but we got to have some traction. Like we got to get above this 160. You know, once we can break this level here, then we might stop up. Is this earnings, Londo?
Yeah, that's earnings. Both of the earnings and the economic stuff calendar.
Do we even have any news this morning?
We got jobless. I
I
think
did, yeah,
Jobless claims, yeah.
yeah, that might be bearish, but that's at 8:30. What time is it now?
Actually, I hope it's bullish and get us up to these resistance levels.
Sure. Good. And they had some thing yesterday, I
What
guess.
else do you guys want to look at? We did some of
AMD.
AMD.
on the video.
Yes,
NVIDIA.
I was coming to that too.
NVIDIA. Let's see. What is yeah, they 102.84. That's the next support.
What
109.
that's you mean AMD?
7. Yeah.
102 what?
10, hold on, let me see. This 102 or 10? This little. All right, we'll say about 103.
103.
Yeah, about 103. But you can see it even on the higher time frames. It's still a flag because, you know what, this is 1, 2, 3, that fourth month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a big old move. So it's still, even if it goes to the 103 area, I mean, you're still bullish overall. And all
Right.
of
I
your
think
stocks
it
are
just,
still, yeah, I mean, everything, just because we're having a, we can
yeah.
have a
But
pullback.
AMD also had earnings yesterday afternoon.
And we'll look at them too. And see, look at this. Even this is what I'm saying, guys. Even with SPY, like, even if we pull back, like we talked about, to that to that 443, that's just right here. That's just right here. Look at, this is when we broke out right here. That's what I'm saying. Even that's why I want to pull back. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, we need these pullbacks, because if you take all this stuff out, you take all the white noise out of all of the little mess going on the lower time frames, and you look at it from a big perspective, like we've been going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So having a month or two of pullback is not bad. And remember, we want to create higher lows, of course. So even if we pull back to
43.
No, I'm thinking like 430. Even if we pull back to 430, you're still trending here. Like, you're still in a freaking bullish flag. You know what I mean? Like, we're not losing any traction in terms of like the overall movement. But the more we can pull back, the better, because now we're gaining traction so we can break out of this level. Because once we break out of this flag, like, now we're looking at hitting new highs. And this is what I was telling you guys before. Like, if we can get a nice little pullback and we can trend in between these little, like in these little flag areas. So say we consolidate, for the next few months, right? Because SPYs likes to move all slow and stuff sometimes.
Mhm.
So say if you consolidate, we're looking on the monthly here. So say if we can consolidate between these ranges, boom, 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 for the next couple months, and we can stay within this channel, then, once the breakout happens, we're going above new highs.
Yeah.
But if
And
we
also
try,
we're getting entries.
yeah, and if we try to break now and keep going, we're exhausted. Like, look at the weekly. How much further can we go? We're already at 87.7. So if you don't pull back here and you try to what? Keep going to create new highs. Look at all of these weeks. Look at all of these weeks. Like, at some point, I knew when this breakout occurred after all of this consolidation, there was going to be we're going to eventually come back down to retest. Now, we may not come back down and retest the 417 level because we want to create higher lows, but at least somewhere within this range, this level that makes sense, right? So, or that's why I did the 429. I mean, right now we're heading to 444. 443. And look at this. You know how I normally draw my little 3 lines, on the hourly and stuff when we're looking at, if the stock holds, then it holds. If not, it's the same thing on the higher time frames. The 443 is the mid. But if we fall past this 443 level, yeah, then that would be your next level down. This actually makes more sense to me. I want to see a nice big pullback, because the pullback is going to be healthy so that we can actually create new highs. Okay. People think, oh, the market's crashing, all that red and stuff. You need that red. You need it so we can keep freaking going. Because look, with this being overbought, if it even comes down and it does what it does, you could create a pattern, right? Consolidation doesn't do anything but create patterns. So if we can, say consolidated in this area, we can stay above 50, right? By coming down, we could create, and this is not a pattern that it would create. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. Now we'll create some type of pattern for the pullback with the consolidation and, get something to the point where we can run, because there's only but so far we can run, because what goes up must come down. But consolidation will help with creating patterns so that we can continue to go down. And that's what I was telling you guys about Walmart, right? When I was looking, and this is all the detail stuff that I pay attention to, which is probably what makes me a unique analyst. So for instance, with Walmart, now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So the last time we were here, let's look at this level here. The last time let's look at this consolidation level. We were here, right? On the 4-hour chart, we were here, we were overbought. Then we had all of this consolidation, which brought it down, because consolidation helps to create the patterns, right? All of this consolidation. So recently, when we came down to this same level, we're here now. Because what did the consolidation do? The consolidation helped create the pattern so that we can keep running, because it's impossible to keep running when we're overbought. We can't keep running like this. So that's why consolidation happens. There's only 3 ways the trend can go. It can go up, down, or consolidate. So going back to SPY, we, on the higher time frames, consolidation is important so that we can get this down. I mean, on the monthly, we still look good. We're still pointing up, but that's why I feel like we need these pullbacks. We need them. And this is we said about 430, about right there. I mean, if we can get down to 430, that would be perfect. But right now, our next support is about 443. That's just where we're at right now. See, 440. I think I did right here. Let's look at it on the weekly. Yeah, because there was some consolidation here. See, it was resistance. This is when we were trying to break out of that 443 level. And y'all remember we broke above it. We was consolidating for a month. trying to hit it. And this is resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 weeks before we broke out of it. So the more tug of war you have going on and the more consolidation, then the stronger the level is. So that's why I said the only next level down is 443. This is what I mean when you said you don't know if it's going to hit 443, there's no other place for it to go. There's no other place. Like, you got to have a floor. It's going to go to the next floor, right? You can already see we're heading there. This is a pretty big candle for the weekly. You can see the previous weeks, you know, we haven't really had this much selling pressure, even with the wicks. So it's an indication. And all we're looking at is indications right now. So heading to this 200 MA here. So your next entry would be around where it broke, which was that 441 area. The 200 MA, or hold on, a little bit right below it. It was like 441 or 451, sorry, about right there. So now you got these three levels. Now we're on the lower time frame, so our levels are even more, you know, consolidated. So here, we're right here. So your entry would be at resistance. But remember, 451 was the support that you was holding this whole time. And we knew if we lost 451, we were going to lose the bullish channel. Not the entire bullish channel, but just the bullish channel to get past the 460. We're not ready to move past 460 yet, obviously, because we're falling below the channel. We're below the 200 MA now. So here, 451, this would be your next potential entry. Because now we're up here, we appear to be heading down. And getting up here would at least give it a little bit more room to come up before it heads back down. And you can even see here on the 4 hour, I mean, it's oversold, yeah. But price action is first. Right now, we got a big we got bears coming in. These are your levels. I would say at least until 443 right now. But if you can get a good entry and get it at the top, that would be better. But sometimes it's hard to get entry on bears because we could open up and just waterfall, right? So, and that's why a lot of people have a hard time trading puts, because it's kind of hard to get an entry with puts, because sometimes when the bears come in, they just come in so strong that you don't even have a chance to get in. Unless you just pull the trigger and say, you know what, I'm just going, and then follow it down. And a lot of times that does work. You can get you a nice little, you know, 50 to 100% because of how fast they move. But yeah, let me go back to AMD. I just wanted to show you guys why I was feeling, you know, bearish sentiment this morning. So now this here, AMD, you just created this big pole here, right? This was yesterday. You created this pole. Now this is a bearish flag on the 4 hour. You're on a bearish flag. So now this here is the top of your flag. We may not even get back to the top of the flag. I don't know. But that would be your resistance wall. And then you have this flag, and then the break below this flag is your support on the monthly. Okay, so here, if you could get an entry up here, that would be good if you're going to take it down. But remember, you don't want to trade against the trend. Okay, right now, we are creating bearish momentum with price action. So that's kind of where I'm at with AMD. Let's look at it on the hourly. Yeah, because you can even see they're barely hitting the top right now. But, you know, you are oversold. So this consolidating in this box before taking it down, I mean, unless they push back above the 200 MA, we're still trending down. And that's a big ass move. Like, you got to like get past this 200 MA and freaking get back up here to these levels. At least 114. I mean, if we can get up to 114, then we're back above levels. But if we stay below this 200 MA, we're downtrending. So unless we get some good catalysts and they push everything up, but I don't know.
You
And
don't
we
think we're
fall,
coming back anytime soon?
we fall faster than we rise. So
That, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
All right, so let's look at Nevada. Are you out of Nevada yet? Or are you still in?
I got out. I got out of
Nice.
when because it rise. I ran it up from the what
Right
is
here to right here.
it?
It's at
Yeah,
238 now.
right. But I ran it up to 43. I
To
think
two,
it's
really?
Yeah, because it was the
Oh,
resistance
yeah,
level.
yeah. I ran it up to
And that's
oh,
40.
so it's
good.
coming down then. I thought it was going
It's
up.
coming back down. Yesterday I ran it
Oh,
435 on the bounce to about 443, and I got out. And I was like, that's it.
nice, nice.
Nice, because, and I'm glad too that you did that, because being aware that we're pulling back and the way
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
closed, it wasn't safe. Wasn't safe
Sympathy,
to be
is
in
that
much
with
longer.
sympathy with AMD? AMD?
All chip stocks are down. Anything to do with chips, even Microsoft is down. Like the sales are,
Yep.
yeah, the projections for chip stock.
Yeah, because Microsoft and AMD had earnings, but Nvidia did not have any earnings, correct? No.
No, they didn't.
So they're just sympathy falling.
They-
Okay.
yeah, but then everything dropped yesterday. Like everything was falling.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
downgrade from the Fitch
And if
downgrade.
you guys are thinking
Yeah.
about getting into positions, because I'm thinking about taking a few after we get out of here. But if
Mhm.
you're thinking about getting into some positions here, take them at the resistance, like for Microsoft. If you want to get into Microsoft, set you an automated order around 333, 332, somewhere around there. Same thing
Mhm.
with Apple. If you want to get into Apple, we're talking about puts. You want to wait for it to get back to these resistance levels. So with Apple, it's about 194. So
Yeah.
if you just wait to get in around these areas, and sometimes these bears can come in real strong. So even if you want to say you want to put in, and this is what I do sometimes, depending on, because I know that either the trend can be really strong, and it may not hit the support all the way down where I put my automated order, or
Mhm.
I could put it up a little bit. Same thing on the opposite end. Like you could put an automated order at, like, say 194.47 or whatever, but if it never gets to that tip, you can put one in around like 193, 193.25. So if it never hits 194, at least you get filled over here, right?
Yeah.
Be careful with Apple. They have earnings after the bell. Apple and Amazon.
Yeah. But Apple normally tanks on their earning now, no matter how good it is, for sure.
But that's a good, that's good advice though, Lando. So even if you don't want to touch Apple, Microsoft, SPY, all of those things. But let me see where Apple is on the, oh yeah, they're not. They don't have there's no real strength with Apple, but I don't do earnings. I don't like doing earnings. So I'm not going to touch them, but you could actually strangle. You could do a strangle with Apple.
Yeah,
You do like a lotto trade or something, and
yeah.
go both ways on it.
Yeah.
So Microsoft,
Amazon as well.
let me see. Yeah, Netflix is coming back down here to 421.
Ew.
They hit this resistance wall of 439. They can't pass it. They're coming back down, but I don't know, Netflix. Yeah, they're overbought. This 200 MA is at 409. Oh yeah, that's some selling pressure on them yesterday too. 429. Where are they at right now? Oh, they hit a low of 425. 425 is below this level here. So they're coming back down to this support, which is around 418. Yeah. So this is where they normally pick up at over here. But if they can't hold this level, yeah, their next move down is here. Yeah, because we don't have to change our levels, guys, because when we mark these levels, it's because they were strong levels because of the previous history. Let's look at this though. This is pretty interesting. Okay. So you got this bullish flag here, and we're in between this box right now. In this box, if they don't hold this box, about 400 is their next move down. This box right here is around 422, 421 here. And we're at a low of 425. So we're coming back down to support. So either Netflix is going to hold or they're going to fall below. But you can see they hit a low of 411.88 here. And then they pick back up, took it to the next resistance. So they're coming back down at this support level here. $421. Let's look up. I mean, technically, they're still very strong, but that's a sign of a reversal. You see this doji right here? This is a doji at resistance. So a doji can indicate a reversal. So if Netflix is reversing, and looking at it from the higher time frame perspective, and this is your resistance wall, this would be your support, which is about what we said, 401. Coming here, which is right at the 200 MA. So, and we're overbought. Now, if we break below this 200 MA, now we're coming back down to about the 370s again. But at least this is your wall for right now. And you can even see here, resistance, support. They held it, broke above, but a lot of selling pressure. The doji at support came back up on this wall, but they appear to be rejecting it again. And we created a reversal doji. So Netflix could be potential for some puts right now. Let me see. But even with them, you would want to get them high, as high as you can go. Even if you wait for them, touch this 200 MA. There's a lot of options right now out there, guys. But you guys have to pick your battles. And also, if you're going to trade with these puts, you got to try to get it at the top. You got to try to get in at the top. So be very strategic with your trades right now, because puts are, they're a little more riskier and they can make you a lot of money. But you just, you got to be very careful with them, and you got to be very strategic with your plays. Just make sure you got your stops in place in case the market turns. But right now, we are definitely looking very bright.
Very bad. Yeah. Now, what do you think about PayPal? PayPal tanked so much. Check out PayPal.
What's their ticker?
That's a PYPL.
Yeah, and
that's what I've been monitoring all yesterday, Londell. And this morning I actually
they just fell below the 200 MA on me. All right.
The 66, I think 66 is a key level for PayPal, and then 58. So
below
58.
Look at this. Unless they can hold this, maintain this little thing here and go up, they could take it up to support. But to be honest, they're overbought. And they're real close. They're back at support though. But that was a lot of, when I see the sellers coming in like this, oh my God. I mean,
they're gonna trash it.
You may have a little rise coming back up before you go back down, but that's a lot of selling pressure. This is a bearish flag below the 200 MA. Same here, way below. This is the rectangle in the 1 hour. Like, we're like way below the 200 MA, all the way down, like bearish flag. I mean, you may be able to come a little bit up to.
I think it'll have a little bounce before it continues down, man.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bounce.
This is the support on the daily that I created, right? Hold on. Because I'm looking at pre-market now. This is, oh shit.
Yeah, they're at 66.
Oh shit, we're way down here. Okay, hold on. Let me readjust this because I did not realize. Damn. This is crazy. What did freaking PayPal have earnings?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you yesterday. PayPal had earnings and they were tanking.
man, and they can't push it past this 200 MA.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm afraid, I mean, it's not impossible they go back to that 58 floor.
Ew. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably just leave them alone.
Why? You could write them down from 66.
Because
If
they
if
could
it
just keep
breaks through
taking, like, what the thing is, but they're so freaking oversold, and they are at a very significant support right now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
you want to do any
66.
more puts with them, because now you're chasing.
Oh, no. I'm watching them to see if, because 66 is a key support.
Yeah,
So I'm
okay,
thinking they
for
might
calls.
bounce, they might bounce from there. That's what I'm
Possibly.
thinking.
Yeah, you might have a little bit of movement going up to
Yeah.
about 68.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I make sure your stop is a little bit below right here in case they keep going down.
So, oh no, I haven't gone in them. I mean, I bought a couple stocks, but when they were at the bottom, but that's it. I've not taken any plays yet. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, support. Yeah, if you do go with PayPal and it's just a very short trade, you could probably scout, going back up
Exactly.
before it heads back down. But it's definitely in a downtrend. Like, they just broke this flag. See, this is what I'm saying, guys, and this is a good example. So you know how when you break the flag, you get a nice move down. That's why I like looking at flags. Like, if you break the bullish flag into the downtrend, you get a nice little move down.
Right.
And this is a lot of like my pattern strategy too. If we break the flag, right, then you get a little nice move going down. So there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's not a bad play, Ruthann, because it is a significant support level. But at the same time, just be careful. Just make sure you have your stops, in case it keeps going down, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch it. If it looks like it's busting through, then
wait
then
for
I'll take it.
on your hourly in the trading world, like
What's that level? 66 is the support.
Yeah, the 66 something.
Yeah, 66.0, let's say 66.1, but you want to look for a possible reversal candle. So maybe a
Right.
feed around here, or something that can indicate a possible reversal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then what else, guys? Let's see what Tokyo's doing. Oh, they're down. They're not really doing much movement, but they're pretty bearish. Yeah, they're pretty bearish. What's the next level down for them? Let's get out of here. That's what I'm saying. I don't really see any yeah, the market's really red right now. I don't even see it. And that's why I like looking at other stocks too, because that helps me confirm like what I see in SPY. And with SQQQ, we did see some bullish momentum with them. And all of the other stocks is pretty much in alignment. Like, you're seeing a lot of red everywhere. And that's what happens when SPY pulls back. That's what you do. You see a lot of red. So next support here is going to be where they stop down, which is 9.78 and then 9.43. But they're looking real bearish too. 1 hour. Yeah, very bearish. 4 hour. That's a bearish flag. Unless they can break above this 10-12 again and push up, but they got a far ways to go. They would have to really maintain this. But if they can't, if this resistance wall, if they fall through it, they're trying to hold it. But if they can't break it, if they can't push past this resistance, then you can see they're creating lower tips. You got a higher one here, lower one here. So this is your next level here, 9.78, and then going down. And this could either mean continuation of your downtrend, or it could be a reversal around here. But in order for it to be a reversal, you got to push past this resistance. So that's why I said if they can get past this resistance wall, then yeah, it could, possibly be a turn. But if not, if they can't get past this resistance wall, then you're talking about a continuation. So it would be here, continuation doji, and then down further. So, and where are they at right now? 9.91. Yeah, they're a little bit below. They're about right there. So if they can open up past this resistance, then it's an indication that it's reversing. Anything below yesterday's closing is an indication that it's a continuation down. Okay. Yeah, it's hot out. It's hot in here.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's been a couple of days. You haven't said anything about your stock Tesla.
Tesla? I do not trade Tesla. I do not like Tesla.
We normally watch it for fun, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
plus
a
I like how
254?
Tesla moves though. No, don't get me wrong, I do like how Tesla moves,
Me too.
but I don't trade them
It's
because
too
it's
risky.
very risky. Yeah.
Yeah. But you want to look at the Roku?
Yeah, but let's look at Tesla first. So this is
Okay.
bullish. This
I
is
thought
bullish
you didn't want to look at it. That's
No,
why.
we're gonna look at it because I like looking at all stocks because the thing is, even if I don't trade them, I still look at them because it
Okay.
helps me with like market because I like to see what the market is doing as a whole, right?
Okay.
So when you can see like where everything is at, you put it all together because it all helps you come to your in conclusion, right? So if you're looking at all tech, right? If you're looking at stocks under SPY, you're looking at stocks under QQQ, then you're looking at the equities and you're seeing how, if they're all in alignment. And for me, just as a trader, like I know that when SPY is down, a lot of other stocks are going to be down too. So I want to see that. I want to see the same thing everywhere. I want to see bearish signs on all of the stocks that I'm looking at if I know that SPY is pulling back. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
All right, so here at support, we're still kind of trending in these zones that we had here, but you can see with Tesla, like after we hit that high, we came down, we consolidated, now we're back down here at the support. Well, we closed here at the support, which was the 251 yesterday. So we're still holding here with Tesla. So let's take a look at what we're looking like. Oof, a little bearish here. Look at this. There's no like pattern to show us that we want to keep going. I mean, unless we take it here and we push up. We got to push up around here to create low, higher, and then higher. But we're still below the 200 MA. We creating higher lows. Like this is a low, this is a higher low, and this is another low. Okay. And remember, stocks eventually break. Look at this. Look at this. This is below 50. It looks like an M here. Let's go to 4 hour. Same thing with 4 hour. We're below 50. We're pointing down. We're below the 200 MA on the 4 hour. Like if you cannot push past this 200 MA on the hour, on the 4 hour, like this is a sign we want to head down. Let's see daily. Pointing down on the daily, kind of here, below 50 now. We just got below 50 on Tesla. Where right here?
Is that a gap? No, over there.
Right here.
No, more in there.
Oh, right. Ooh. Yeah, that is a gap.
Actually, I can see two gaps.
This is your next support though. If they don't hold this one. Damn, that's not even that strong though. This is stronger. That gap is stronger.
Oh, wow.
Because look to the left, guys. Look at the previous history. Like this is much more stronger support. Look, it has like all this movement over here, right there. So if and that makes sense because they've been holding this support level. If they cannot hold this level here, these little consolidation over here.
Oh, wow.
Then this would be your next move down, which is at the close to the 200 MA.
Yep. Could get a little bounce there.
Yep. So
What's
that's
that number here? What's that number?
Down. That's 232.04.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's if they don't hold this support level here, which is
Mhm.
about the 250-ish. Last time they got this low here at 240, and then they brought it
They
back up.
bounced back
Yep.
up. Yeah.
But they were here, they kept it going. I don't know. This is looking a little bearish. Let's take a look at it on the monthly.
Yeah, they might have to
Oh
feel.
yeah, look at this. The last 2 months, they've look at this wick here. This was last month. This was
Oh,
this was an indication that sellers were here and that we're possibly reversing. So you got this little candle here, then you got the next candle that opened up below, right? So now, yeah, this is about what we had on the this is about what we had right here on the weekly or the daily, right? So that's your next. Let me go back to it. Yeah, around here at the 200 MA. Yep. So this is your next level of support here. Okay. Ay. All right. What was the other one? It was Tesla and what else?
Roku.
Roku.
It kind of looked like it's trying to come back up.
All right, Roku support 80. This is 80.66. Now let's look at it over here. Okay, so this is where they broke out at, around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the weekly. This is the test. This is the retest. They are pointing up. Resistance is at 104. Wow. They're at 89.56 right now. What did they close at?
Let's see.
90. Yeah, they're opening up lower. This is a lot of selling pressure too. So this is where they closed up, and this is where it was like 89 something, right? So this is where they're at currently. Yeah, if they don't hold it.
They're at 89.30 now.
Yeah, if they don't hold it, it's not really much going on around here because this was a big move up. Let's see.
They had opened at 95.
Get some more white noise. Yeah, it's not. I mean, over here, there was a lot of consolidation. But prior to this consolidation, they fell. So it's not really much going on in this area here.
Because they were almost at the 52-week high was 96.95. So
they might try to take it up and create a higher low.
Yeah.
And then bring it back down, because right here, either they're going to hold this area that they just freaking created recently right here.
Right.
Or they're going to take it back down, just like with Sophie. You know how Sophie had that big move up and then they brought it back down. So did Microsoft. So just be careful. And that's a pretty big candle right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're opening up lower. So again, guys, y'all see how like it's consistent across the board. You know what I mean?
The board.
It's consistent across the board. And let's look at, well, here we're still above the 200 MA. We're still above the 200 MA, but we're pointing down. I don't know, Roku got a little bit of strength on them. So for me, it could be either way. Either they can come down and like, because there's not really much going on here. This is the next floor. So, but the thing is like, them not holding this 91.57 level and opening up below it is an indication of them coming down, but they got a lot of strength. So if we can pick up back above this level, we could possibly continue. But at this point with the market going down right now, it's really like, it's risky to try to, you know what I mean? Get them back above that level. And you can even see here, like they're below it. They're below it. And the next floor, like, I mean, you got this floor here, but it's really not that strong. I mean, if they get to this floor, they'll probably do some consolidation before they get to the next floor, because this is a stronger support here than here, unless they create a new support and try to consolidate. And then if they don't bust through it, either way, they're still coming down because they need to get above this level here. They need to get back above this level for more traction. If they can't break this, it's not going to do anything but create higher lows. Yeah, this is interesting. Actually, I like it. Okay, but you know, you never know how the market's going to move, and we see this stuff
Exactly.
pre-market, right? We see this stuff pre-market, but I mean, if it looks like a bear, it's probably a bear.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But energy. Was anyone ever watching like XOM song?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's my
XOM.
stock. That's my stock. Yeah, rinse and repeat.
What's happening with that?
Rinse and repeat.
Right now it's at the 105, and like I like to get it when it's down, like at 101, 102, and then ride it back up. But for some reason, remember when they had hit that high, I had done that high with them to 119, like, and
Yeah.
since then, yeah, since then it's
They
just
can't get back above. So with this, when I see this here, I see it. This is a bearish flag.
yes.
This is a bearish flag because now they're consolidating in this level here. But the thing
Mhm.
is, they're consolidating lower. You can even see it when they were up
Yes.
here. They had this, they had these highs. It was high, and let's look at it like this. So if I take a swing position on a higher time frame, I will never take a swing position on anything that's trending lower. So you see
Right.
how we had these highs, this consolidation higher, and then this
Yeah.
lower. No, for me, if I take a swing trade in the up position, it needs to be opposite, meaning there was some consolidation here, and then maybe some below this, and then now consolidation
Higher.
higher,
Okay.
right? But
Gotcha.
because it's consolidating lower and it's consolidating below the 200 MA, it's below the 50. So
Mhm.
it's more than likely going to take it back down. So here is the
Yeah,
top
that's what I
resistance
think.
at 107. It's 105. They close below the 200 MA. So most likely they'll take it back down to
Yep.
support.
That's all they've been doing those days anyway.
Take going up and down.
Yeah, going to like 105 and going back down, or one the highest they went to 107 and going right back down to 101, 103. So
So this is your resistance with them, which is 107. Yeah.
yeah.
And then your support with them is 102. And this is your pretty much.
Yep. That's what they've been doing. And you see, yeah, see, they've been trading within that range there. Yeah.
Say about right there. Yep. So this is your midway. And
Yeah.
I see that they got a little traction here where they want to head back up here, but they're still below the 200 MA on the daily. Okay?
Exactly.
So they may take it here, before they reject again. So
Exactly.
yeah, I can see your little ranges, little trading ranges. That's funny. Yeah, but they got a little bit of traction here pre-market, and you can see they're pointing up a little bit, and it looks like they want to take it back up to this resistance level here. But when I look at the daily, like I see them, and if they can get back up here, perfect, because it'll be a nice position for a puts to take it back down. But
Exactly.
I can see the consolidation ranges. And I mean, they just got above 50 here. I don't know, they may break above here soon. I mean, they're on top of the ceiling. Let me look at the weekly.
Depending on what the market does.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the monthly. They're overbought. Oh, this is a bearish flag on the monthly. All right, let's clear all this out. Okay. I mean, technically overall, it's a bullish flag. But we're looking at a lot of data here. So that's a bullish flag overall. But if you look at this one here, this is the 119. They hit that high. They're trending, they're consolidating lower. Remember, I said I always want to see them consolidating higher, because they're consolidating higher, then that would be a bullish flag in this bullish flag, right?
Right.
We're looking at about 8, 9, 10 months right now. This is, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months. So they're still creating a bearish flag in this bullish flag. So even if they say they fall below here and take it to the next support level, I mean, overall, they're still in an uptrend. Overall, they're still in an uptrend. So this would be the next support level if they can't hold these levels that they're consolidating in right now. Your next level down would be about 96.21. But as you can see, overall, they're in a bullish flag and still above the 200 MA, but they're just pulling back. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, and then that's pretty much it, guys. You know, if you all take positions today, the only thing that I just recommend is to try to, maybe automated orders are the best, you know, get your price level set for the positions you want to take. And then put in automated orders. But if you're going to go against the trend, you need to be in and out.
Yeah,
In and out.
exactly.
And I think we'll get a little bit of bullish momentum. Just take us up to these resistance levels or close to the resistance levels before heading back down. But primarily, I do feel bearish sentiment in the market today. So,
Yep.
and of course, we can turn, you know, at any moment. But that's why we have stops. That's why we have to keep stops on these positions, okay? Because
wait at least 30 minutes after the market open.
Yep, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing, watching the market. Yeah.
Wait for all those overnight orders to hash out, and then once you decide on the direction you want to take, because we are, you know, at a lot of support levels too. Well, actually, we're below a lot of support levels, but once you decide what direction you want to take, just try to strategically place your levels, you know, do your, you know, place your, the supports that are breaking right now are now new resistance. Like on SPY, our new resistance is now 451. So that would be an area for puts. Or if you're gonna, you know, if we get above that level and it looks like it wants to push up, you know, it wants to hold it as support again, which sometimes you can have those fake outs, but you know, I go with what I see. And right now, we're below these levels. Right now, we're below these levels. We closed below the level and we're opening up below it. So to me, that's like more of an official break. So if you fall below this level here and you're still opening up below this level, it's a bear. If it looks like a bear, it's a bear.
Yep.
So this would be a nice entry area up here, around up here somewhere. Okay, so that's why I say you may get a little bit of bullish momentum. I don't know how much, because I know when bears come in, they come in pretty strong. So try to get it as far up as you can. Okay?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'll be watching. SPY for puts.
Yeah, but just, yeah, try to get it as high as you can, because
Yeah.
if you can get it, the higher you can get it, the better. Because if you can get it from the top to the bottom on the bears, so
Yeah.
you're having a good day.
That's right.
Having a good day.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you all this morning.
Thanks, Desiree.
You're
Wendell,
welcome.
I'm surprised you didn't have anything to share.
I'm waiting on you. I'm driving, but I'm waiting on you.
I'll see you in the market, Wendell.
I'll see you in the market.
All right, take care.
All right, have a great day.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.